Hey, what's going on? Welcome, Cave Dweller. I'm RJ. This is the Cave. You are awesome. And this is Budget Guitar Spotlight. This is where I share a guitar with you that I think is a good example of being budget-minded and quality conscious. Basically, something I think is good and cheap. Okay? This is not a review. This is me just sharing something I think is cool with you. And any links that you find in the description down below, they're not affiliate links, okay? So I'm not making any money off you that way. By the way, the links down there, you can find links for everything that's been in the series so far, okay? So there's a whole bunch down there. You should go take a look. Anyway, now, last time we had Nick from the Axe stop by, and I thought that went really well. What did you think? Did you see that one even? The links for that one you can find up here. If you haven't seen it, but if you have, let me know in the comments. Did you go by his channel? Did you subscribe? Did you check out some videos? Let me know in the comments. I'd really like to know because I thought things went well and I'd like to have him back. So give me your thoughts, please. All right? But together, Nick and I, we went over how the Kramer Baretta line is really, really a good value. We're pretty much from the Kramer Baretta Special to at least the Kramer Baretta Standard, if not beyond, right? But what if I told you that this time around I found a guitar that was better than the Kramer Baretta Special? Now, what if I told you that guitar came relic too? By now you're thinking, RJ, it's got to be a $2,000 guitar, right? What if I told you that guitar was only $239? But you don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to take you over to the website that sells them right now. We're here to see this one, Slick brand guitars. Really quick on this front page, I just want to point out before we start looking at the guitars, Slick hand-aged pickups. These are the pickups that go in the guitars that we're looking at, and you're getting a $239 guitar. Just wanted to mention that. So now they sell basses, and now we're going to take a look at their guitars. We're going to come back here, so don't go anywhere just yet. Don't leave early because I want to see if you guys have any other instruments that you see here that you want to know more about. Okay, so we're going to come back to all these. They have some Les Paul double cuts and LP specials and Telecasters, offsets, and there's a Strat, and this is what we're here for. This one here is the SL54T. All right, and it comes in a variety of finishes that are like colored, basically colored barn doors kind of looks, or driftwood meets barn doors, that kind of look. So it's an interesting take on the idea. And then they have the relic ones. Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at this vintage. All right, as you can see, I wasn't kidding around when I said that it had a lot in common with the Kramer Baretta Special. You got the 22 fret neck into the S-style body with the single humbucker with the 6-point tremolo, one volume knob, no other controls. So it is very much like the Kramer Baretta. But when you get down to it and you look at closer at the specs, you get to see that it really is like a step up parts-wise from the Kramer Baretta Special in most ways. Let's start at the top and take a look at the parts, okay? Now at the top we have Slick brand tuners. That's their own brand of tuners. They have brass buttons. At the very least, it's a nice aesthetic, right? And it's a little bit of a pricier upgrade just at that point, if it's just at the aesthetics, right? You also have the tilt back headstock. We move on. Now, let's take a look at the nut. It's not a plastic nut. It's a graphite nut. The neck itself is 22 frets, standard Indian rosewood. It's very much like the one on the Kramer Baretta Special. The bodies on all of these are all swamp ash, which is very much what the classic Stratocaster bodies are made of. Attached to the body, now we have some interesting things. In this case, has a brass volume knob, which, yeah, it's probably just for aesthetic reasons, but for those of you that believe in adding mass equals adding sustain and resonance, then this adds to that too. Big thing here is the bridge, the tremolo. It has brass saddles. This is a big deal. Now you're going to think, all right, RJ, but they're just that thin brass that's folded over into that shape. Yeah, but it's pure brass, okay? Now, but it doesn't end there, because they're attached to a steel plate. It's not an alloy plate that they're on, okay? This is what you get here. So you have a steel plate with brass saddles, and now you have a large brass block as well. This is a big deal. This is what you don't normally see in an inexpensive guitar. This is a $239 guitar, remember. And we still haven't talked about the pickup. The pickup here is, as you can see, it's made to look like it was made in 1959. So you're getting really good quality and good tone out of this pickup that is new but looks like it's 60 years old. All right, all these features are built into a guitar that is $239. To me, this is a really good deal, and it's something that I want to pick up at some point. And let me know in the comments if you'd like for the channel to get one to review. So this has been the SL54T. This is the upgraded version of basically the Kramer Baretta, in my eyes, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Okay, let's go back to the home page real quick, or the guitar home page, and just go over these real quick. They sell 3 different types of Telecasters. There's the classic type, the SL51 right here. There's Alright, they offer all the same finishes. You got those barn door colors, which I hadn't actually mentioned while we were talking about the SL54, did I? Right. I kind of skipped over that. We were talking about the Relic, but take a look at this here. Alright. I mean, just as the finish, it looks awesome, right? This is a very cool look, and again, it's got the combination of that driftwood meets barn door look, and it's aged as well because it's been sanded. All right, and you're getting this on all the guitars. They have that Tele, then there's this one here, which is like, oh, Tele in my closet fell apart and I can't find all the parts. Can you do me a favor and make it look usable? And this is what you end up with. Right, again, that stripped down aesthetic. So they have, and then there's the mid-rangey one. All right, it's got the mid-range pickups, but again, it's got that aesthetic similar to the one we just looked at. It doesn't have the classic Telecaster ashtray bridge and all that stuff. They have this one here too. I'm not going to bring you to that page. It's just it's the offset. It's a hollow body. It's got the P90 and the bridge Telecaster pickup, which is actually a little bit overwound, and it's actually pretty hot. This actually, if you're looking for something really bright, got a lot of attitude, this is a good candidate right here. But we move on. Here you go, more of that barn door white look, and it's only got one volume knob, but it's got a 3-way switch. So this is still more all attitude all the time, and nothing in between. Then there's the P90 equipped double cut version, which to me is missing one thing. This one looks really good, actually. Right? This one really looks like it's an old school whitewash fence post that was turned into a guitar. But again, it's got just one volume knob and a 3-way switch. To me, this is something that I would change. I would add a tone control, because P90s they demand a tone control. They have so much output in them as a single coil. You can get so much out of them just by swinging that tone control around. Everything from a punk attitude to sweet, comfortably numb style leads, which actually is a P90, to tones that if you dial the tone control all the way down, you can actually get it to sound almost like a wah pedal. But you got to have a tone knob to do all that. They have a classic 50s style S-style guitar, and that's all of them. So that's the Slick SL54T. Was I right? Is it a better version of the Kramer Baretta special or not? Let me know what you think in the comments. And how about the other guitars over there at guitarfetish.com? Are there any there that I showed you that you'd like me to take another look at? Let me know in the comments. Also, are you interested in Javier or is it Xavier guitars? Because I'm planning on doing one of those in the future, but if you think otherwise, tell me in the comments as well. All right? So that's going to do it for this one, guys. I want to thank everyone for coming. Don't forget, like, subscribing, the notification bell. We have memberships as well. Please join me in the members area. We're doing a guitar build that's exclusive to the members area. And don't forget, we have the merch as well. We got the shirts and the coffee mugs, all that good stuff. There's a few other guitar-related t-shirts there as well. All right? So that's going to do it. Thanks again for joining me. I've been RJ. You've been awesome. Until next time, take care.